Hello, everybody. It's Junior Bravo from the Evening Sesh podcast, episode 3, with a good friend of mine, Brandon Haddad.
What's up, everybody? Brandon, how you guys doing tonight?
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a good friend of mine. I've known him for a while. I mean, he's been wanting to do this for a while. We've been trying to set this up, and finally we got the time to do it. And
Hell yeah,
here
let's
we are.
get it going.
Yeah. No, definitely, man. How's your day been?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Just school, getting ready for finals, finishing up right now.
Yeah.
Got one more semester after this, and then it's back to the real world.
Yeah. What do you want to do after graduation?
After graduation, definitely want to head the real estate route. I got my money invested in stocks right now, but it's more long term. Real estate's where I'm at, so where my family's at. It's kind of where I've been headed my whole life.
Yeah. Do you have a certain place you want to go to real estate in? Vegas, California? I mean, any specific or
Yeah,
just...
in Vegas, we got a few family-owned companies, just pretty big, and just want to grow from there. Take everything I know from here and let's grow.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, it's just it's kind of like a family grown or run business and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my dad and mom run the whole thing.
yeah. Now, from knowing you that they're immigrants and stuff like that, how was it any stories or anything like that from them coming to the United States and having to work from the ground up and stuff like that?
Yeah, absolutely. So my dad came here. I mean, both of them, they came here really with nothing, just immigrants looking for a better life. Dad wasn't really allowed to do anything until he moved out the house on his own at 15, moved to Vegas. After a few years of living with friends, he saved up enough, bought his own first house. While he was taking himself through college, started doing real estate. He started the first cash in the flash in Vegas. The real estate's been blowing up. Now it's commercial. Legacy Golf Course down in Vegas, a few apartment complexes, ton of real estate. So he did that all on his own. No one really to thank for that. But then, yeah, he met my mom. What was it? They went on a couple of dates, and in less than a month, my dad proposed to my mom, and they said, "Let's take off. Let's start this shit."
That's sick.
Yeah,
You don't usually hear that too often.
for real. But I mean, my dad is a very motivated guy. He knows what he wants. He knows what he needs. So he just knew he had to get that person by his side, that life partner, and then start what he started.
Yeah, no, definitely, and stuff like that. And I bet him running all that stuff, and it's he's probably getting a little older, so now it's kind of your reign, huh, coming in.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's why I'm here. I'm trying to get everything I can out of college. I know once I leave, I'm going to have the best teacher I've ever had living at my house, living right down the street wherever I'm at. So that's what I'm looking forward to most. But yeah, I just want to contribute any way I can.
Yeah, for sure. Excuse me. Yeah, and so how do you think college, stepping away from your family and stuff like that has that shaped you to make you your own mold of your own person?
Right. I always thought I had a pretty solid background, but moving to college is something different. Having to go out, get your own groceries, cook your own food. If you don't cook your own food, you're not going to eat. You got to do your own laundry. If you don't, you're going to have dirty clothes. You can't just dump it down and have your parents take care of it. So you got to live on your own, become your own person. There's a lot of learning that comes through college. That's not just in the books.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, definitely. You're a little bit of a gym rat, right?
I would believe so, yeah.
Oh, can you tell, because I know you went through your own whole little gym, hero arc and stuff like that from when you started until where you are now and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, my whole life, I was 145 pounds, scrawny kid, just whatever. And I always give myself the excuse as a high metabolism. I can't do it. It's unattainable. And then once I get to college and I start to see people and get some motivation that it is possible. Saying it's not possible, that's bullshit. And anyone that puts their mind to something, it'll work out. So I put my mind to it. In the course of 3 months, I put on 45 pounds. Went from 145 to damn near 190. I was over 180 though. But then, yeah, just a little heavier than I wanted, so cut back, leaned down a little bit. Now, I mean, this is the best I've ever looked in my life.
Yeah. Now, do you have a pretty strict regimen that you have, or you just kind of, free flow it?
For me, it's about the food. Because when I started, it was tracking my calories. If I didn't, I'll go home and then go to bed, not realize what I'm missing. You start tracking your calories, seeing how much you need to eat to get where you want to be. you start to realize how many days of the week you come short. I started tracking it. I'll get home, I'm like down 1,000 calories. So I got to put down a shit ton of food, or else I'm not going to be where I was yesterday. And if you're not getting better every day, then what's the point?
Yeah. No, for sure. Do you have like your go-to like not cheat meal, but like high protein? Like, yo, this is something I can do that I know is gonna secure my calories for the
Yeah.
meal.
So protein shakes for me.
Yeah.
I got like this protein gainer. Like each scoop is 650 calories, 70 grams of protein. Mix it in with some fruit, some milk. You got like 1,000 calories just to, because it gets tough for people just to keep punching food down their throat. It's like, it gets like a lot. But then
Yeah.
once it's like in a
Yeah.
smoothie or something easier like that, it makes those calories come a lot faster.
Yeah, no, definitely for me, it's like the opposite. I can't be getting those 1,000 calorie meals, and it's
Right.
me to have to cut it down a little bit. But definitely like the classic, the chicken breast broccoli and rice route is for me.
Hmm.
And then, yeah, I know I'm always jealous of people who are like, yeah, I gotta eat like 3,000 calories.
So, yeah, I've heard
Yeah,
that. I can't speak from your side, but from what I've heard, losing weight is mentally harder, gaining weight is physically harder.
yeah, no, definitely. Like, you can even see it. Like you see like those bodybuilders, just anyone just like down in their luck because like I gotta eat this, and I'm
Right.
already stuffed, and and you gotta train even more. You gotta put the high reps
Yeah, I mean,
in.
I'm a victim. Like, I'll wake up some nights and just like throwing up from the food just because I
Uh,
overate because I had to try and hit that calorie surplus, and that's not healthy. And I'm veering away from that. But
yeah,
like from the start, when you're just trying to get it going like that, it's the extra push that you got to do that
yeah,
gets you there.
no, definitely, and stuff like that. And like, what do you go? Because I know Mondays are International Chest Day. Is that what you go by, or
Yeah, honestly, I've started the Arnold split,
the Arnold split?
going chest
Yeah.
and back on the first day, then bicep, tricep, shoulder second day, then legs.
Hmm.
Repeat rest
Repeat.
day on the seventh.
Yeah. Do you repeat usually like on a Sunday, or is it just the seventh day, whatever it lands on?
It depends. Yeah, usually I try and do it on a Sunday, but I mean, if I feel great, if I don't feel like I need anything, I'll go get an extra lift in.
Yeah. I mean, it won't hurt you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can always have that other day.
Can only help.
Yeah. No, for sure. Like, so do you have like you're kind of talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger? Do you have any like people you kind of look up to? You're like, oh, this guy knows what he's doing and stuff like that. You kind of follow him, and
Yeah,
or
I
a few
mean,
people.
I feel like everyone kind of looks for something different. I mean, what would
Hmm.
you would look for in an NBA player versus an NFL player versus a bodybuilder?
Hmm.
They could be the peak performance of their sport, but completely different. Michael Phelps, that man was built to swim.
Hmm.
So at the end of the day, it's kind of like going for what you want. I don't want to get too big. Like
Yeah.
that's not the point. I'm gonna keep like a lean look, get bigger than that. But yeah, I mean Arnold is the man that started it
Yeah.
in my eyes.
And that man went. It's a funny like arc he has. He came from like working like in like I think he was like loading like docks and stuff like that
Hmm.
from I think Austria, and then he comes over here and he becomes a powerlifter, movie star, government
Yeah.
official. Yeah, that man really did it all.
Honestly, the most impressive person in me is Francis Ngannou.
Yeah,
I mean, that man is a specimen. He could beat the shit out of anyone on this planet, and he got it out of. He wasn't training to be a fighter. He was training. What was he working in? Like the coal
I think
mines, or
so.
something like that.
Yeah,
And then he just comes out here, just a fucking specimen, starts destroying people, and now who could you put in front of him, really?
yeah,
So that's crazy to me, because it's like everyone they see the waist, they see all like the bench press, all that. He didn't have any of that shit, but like, damn.
you just kind of you just had it.
It's crazy to
Yeah.
see like just how far you can go when you put your mind to something.
Yeah, honestly, it's what is it, mind over matter, really. At the end of the
Absolutely.
day, like you can be down on yourself, but at the same time, it's like you're your own worst enemy.
Right.
If you're so against it, whatever you're doing, you're not gonna succeed in that. You can have everyone behind you, but if you're in the back of your head, you're just like, oh, I can't do it. Then you're
Mhm.
probably not gonna succeed in that.
It could be a professional sport, college sport. If you take one of the best on the field, on the court, and then you just take someone that just straight out wants it more,
Yeah.
it's a lot of times that underdog's gonna get it.
Oh yeah, you see it all the time. I mean, you got the classic movies like Rocky and all the Creed and all
Mhm.
that, but I mean that happens in real life.
Right.
Well, anything, it could be the dude that was supposed to outdo you for the job.
Yeah.
You just worked harder at it.
Honestly, I think that's a big thing with McGregor.
Yeah.
You look at him, I mean, he had nothing when he came here. He wanted it more than anyone. And then you look at it now, he's got the endorsement deals. He got his bag off boxing. He's set for life. So he's won, what, one fight since Obama was president? You could really see how bad he wants this shit.
Yeah. Now, do you think? Now, since we just brought it up, do you think McGregor's got another fight in him?
Oh, absolutely. I saw this thing actually. He's pushing like 190 right now.
Really?
He got fucking
That's
massive. I don't even
huge.
know what he's aiming for, but
It's like like lightweight heavy.
it's
Yeah.
damn near. It's light
Yeah.
heavy, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. I want him to fight Nate Diaz again though.
Oh yeah. Nate Diaz, is one of my favorite fighters. He's just an absolute dog. Cause like you can look at him, he's in no means like the best fighter ever. Like
Yeah.
when he's out there, but the dude has an iron chin and he wants that shit so bad.
Maybe.
And you'll see him like he'll put his arms down and let you get your punches in because he's more worried about you getting that stamina out than he is about his face.
Yeah.
Like the dude was leaking in that McGregor fight. You
Yeah.
remember that shit?
Yeah.
But I mean, that's just another example.
Yeah, no, shout out. He's a dog,
He's a
man.
dog.
And he's from 209, too. So,
Yeah.
yeah, everyone was behind his back. I remember when we watched that fight. Everyone was going crazy.
For real. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah. I mean, he's like, at that point, McGregor was at his high point, and then you had Nate Diaz kind of being that underdog, like, shit talker. But they were both shit talkers, and
Oh,
it
yeah.
was pure entertainment.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, but though that was a fight, though. I want them to go again. I think McGregor's got a few more in him, but he's getting older. You know?
Right.
Got that new face of, like, UFC coming in a little bit.
What I really want to see is John Jones back, but they won't pay the damn.
No. No, they won't pay him. And it just sucks because he gets in so much trouble sometimes.
I know.
Yeah, it's just like holding him back almost a little bit.
It really is, yeah.
Like anything, man. There could be that one little thing. You could see it all over sports, all over anything. So that, oh, he fucked up right there. It's done.
I think there's one person on the planet that could beat him. That's Ngannou. I want to see that
Ngannou?
shit happen.
Yeah. That'd be freaking crazy.
Yeah.
I think the last. Did you watch the Max Holloway fight versus I forget who he fought. It was one of the free fights. Dude, they went. They scrapped. I forget.
Oh, the one where he put his hands down and said, "Let's throw."
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were just throwing. Oh, that shit was crazy. I like Max Holloway. He's one of those guys that's another iron, chin guy, and he just
Right.
is like, let's fucking go.
The funny thing to me about John Jones is like he'll admittedly say, "I didn't train for this fight at all.
Yeah.
Like I was doing drugs with hookers and partying in Vegas, and I showed up and I beat your ass." Like
Yeah.
that's funny as hell to me.
That's a different type of mentality right there.
For real, it's a bit different.
Like, what was it? Like he only trained before like his first fight in the UFC, like 6 months.
Yeah, he
Like
took
something
on
like
fights
that?
where he only fought a week.
Yeah,
Like he trained for,
It was like crazy.
or
Right?
he took the week off before, something like that. He just
Freaky
not,
nature.
yeah.
But that whole family is too. Isn't his brothers in the NFL too?
I think so. Yeah,
They're just, yeah,
he has. Yeah, his brother's like a cornerback or something like that.
freak of natures.
For real.
Honest, yeah, no. But since like college and stuff like that for yourself, like, kind of, because you probably knew a lot of people, coming to the school and stuff from Vegas and stuff like that. But what kind of like making yourself your own like person in college? Kind of like how did that happen? Or like,
I feel that. Yeah. So I mean, I left Vegas because it's just like, it's close enough where you're an hour flight away, but it's far enough where you're an 8-hour drive away. So it's like it's a little bit of dependency, but there's a backbone there if you need it. Plus, I knew so many people from Vegas that came up here, so it was just pretty easy to integrate. Plus, with Russian Teak and everything, it brought everything together. It gave me that second family up here, and honestly, what made everything happen.
yeah, no, definitely having that like support group kind of and that like people behind you. that you got.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. And like, because school sucks sometimes.
Mhm.
You're just down on your luck, and you just need someone just to be like, "Yo, let's go watch a football game." It could be little simple shit like that.
I know a lot of people that came up here, they didn't rush a fraternity, and like, that's it's a tough thing, and they ended up back home because it's just like, what's there to do if you're gonna rely on the bars on the weekend? That's gonna get you through college. It gets tough, but yeah, I think fraternities are a good backbone, very underrated in that sense.
Yeah. I feel like we have a different type of bar scene up here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I love it. It's fun. I mean, do you have any like crazy bar stories? Nothing. Because you've been here for a while.
Too many.
Too many. For sure.
I mean, yeah, it's a lot of nights where you just go into it. Well, all right, freshman year it was just blackout or back out. That was the mentality. But like when we would go out there, we would just put down bottles on bottles on bottles, and then wake up at home, and that was the goal. And then we accomplished it, and we're gonna do it the next night. Like that's freshman year shit. A lot of the COVID students, like, they didn't get to experience that. I mean, I'm glad I had it. I'm glad I got it out of the way. I think that's what kind of helps people find their limits. That's kind of, I think, the problem with the 21-year-old drinking limit. Like, what other country is that a thing in?
it's just us.
You can die for this country, but you can't have a beer? Like,
It's
come on.
like, yeah, you can't even have a cigarette.
For real. It's dumb. But,
Do you think, though, that, like, you having that compared to, like, someone who had, like, a COVID year, because it's been, like, 2 years, basically, we're back home on it's kind of like you can see a difference in maybe, like, not maturity, maybe, but, like, just like, oh, yeah, he hasn't had, like, the full rundown yet.
right, yeah. It's just like it's a different experience when COVID wasn't a thing. I mean, these masks, these vaccines, it's made everyone scared. It's just been a different environment for everyone. It was a way different time back then.
Yeah. And it was, now you think of it, it's like, if you were to look at it now, it's like the Wild Wild West.
For real.
You know?
Miss those days, yeah.
Yeah. And then, like, your sophomore year, same,
Same thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Still wild, but slowly, like, transition into normality at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to get it out at some point.
Yeah, no, definitely. I guess everyone, like, everyone has that year.
And I think the problem is with the people that those years come after you turn 21. Because after you turn 21, you're a grown adult. You have way more responsibilities than you ever did in college. And now on top of that, like, you picked up this habit that you didn't get out of your system in college.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's tough. Yeah, because then it's like you get it out of the way when you're like 18, 19 years old.
for real, I don't have, like, the urge to get like I did then. But, I mean, if you incentivize people to wait till they're 21 to have that urge, it's like,
Yeah.
what are we shooting for?
The way it came about, this is funny, is the federal government said, hey, we're not going to build the roads or give you money for roads if you make this a policy, like 21 and over. Because there were states still that had like 18, right? It was a state thing. And then they were like, well, we have to get money to make these roads. And then there you go, everyone, you have to be 21, which kind of sucks. Even, I think my mom said, California was like one of the first to do 21, but she said, like, yeah, I remember, like, if you wanted to, but she never did, obviously. On the East Coast, you'd be 18 and you could still drink, stuff like that. But I know in Wisconsin, you can go at any age as long as you have a parental supervision there.
Right, and I mean, they just make everything political.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't want to go there, but it's like 1930, it was illegal to drink alcohol.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, come on. And
Yeah.
then, like, we get there, and now we're do you ever do DARE in middle school or high school?
I did something like that, but not the exact dare.
See, the problem with DARE is no one that was teaching any of the DARE classes had any idea what they were talking about. So they put up a slide about meth and then, like, talk about what the effects it has, and then the next slide is weed. And then fast forward a few years later, and the cops that taught us that seminar are now smoking medicinal weed. Like,
Yeah.
what is it? So just now you can tax it. Now it's okay. I mean, opioids were legal at one point. Meth and heroin were medicine. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. What do we really know?
what do we know?
Yeah. It's funny because you bring that up. It's kind of like that running joke. It's like, well, Dare told me the slang for the word, how much it is
Yeah.
per the gram. They told me everything I needed to know.
They
to
said
go-
some shit about farm parties. It was just like kids would get
I've heard of-
together and,
yeah.
like, dump bottles of pills in, like, a
Yeah.
giant, like, Tupperware and just eat the pills. I'm like, no one would have ever thought about this if you didn't say this shit. Like, what?
That's funny that you bring that up because I took, in high school, I was part of this thing called Leadership Academy, and it was everyone from, like, different high schools in my area. And we all go and we do these seminars, and, we go, like, we went to the fire trucks, police academy, the junior college that was there. But one of our, like, supervisors and, like, teachers that was there, she was like, just be careful when you go to these parties. They have these things called farm parties. And everyone's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And it's like, they get a big bowl and they just dump whatever they got in there, and you just take it. And I'm like, all right, if I ever go to a party and that's all they got is just a bowl of pills, like, I think I'm gonna see myself
leave.
out of there. Yeah. I don't think that's something I'm gonna be a part of.
For real. And then, I mean, fast forward a few years now, DARE's not even a thing. They took it down because how ineffective it is. And they were just, like, shoving that shit down.
Your throat, yeah.
Like,
I saw actually on 7-Eleven not too long ago, like a few days ago, I saw, like, someone, I don't know if anyone else sees this, but they have tents sometimes, or, like, they'll, like, be outside stores and they'll have, like, T-shirts or something. If you sign something, you get, like, free stuff. I think that's the only thing Dare's like, doing right now. I mean,
yeah. And
anyone
the
else?
shirts are worn as jokes.
They really are. Like, you see all those people who mock it too. Like, it's satirical almost. Where
Yeah.
it's like, Dare, please do, or like, it's
And I
opposite
mean,
what it is.
How do you take it seriously if it was proven ineffective? If they're still giving out shit to, what are you, like, showing? Like, this didn't work. Let's celebrate it. I mean,
Yeah.
cut the sleeves off.
Cut
Let's
the
go to the gym.
Yeah. So people understand, Brandon's a huge cut the sleeves off type of guy. He's, show the guns, free the nip.
Absolutely.
He's all of it. Yeah. You guys could see him right now. He has a cutoff on right now. So
It's America.
it's America.
But I mean, honestly, if you go to the gym and like you stay motivated, you stay taking care of your body, you like the way your body looks, show it off. Fuck it. It's like, who's gonna tell you not to?
Yeah, no, for sure. Do you ever get cold?
I got a sweater. Throw it on, take it off.
Throw it on. That's it.
Yeah.
Is that like a percentage of your t-shirts? How many of them are cut off?
I mean, I got like my shirts for going out, but casual wear, if I like it, I'll probably cut the sleeves off.
Immediately.
You
already got the thought in your head. You see the shirt and you're like, all right, yeah.
I got scissors by my bed.
Yeah, right there.
I'm ready.
Scissors right next to the bed.
I'm ready.
Oh yeah. Now, so I'm guessing you're pretty good at it now. Like before, you were probably like a little struggling with the cutoff. Because even I struggle with the cutoff. One side's like way too long, the other's a little too short. Hey, you got it down to a science, huh?
Yeah, but you just gotta flip it inside out so it doesn't roll in. You gotta cut one of the sides, line it up with the other, cut it identically, put it on, see how it looks. Cut it more if you need it.
Yeah, that works. Now, you recently have just been back from EDC and stuff like that.
Correct.
And then, you have some family into the music industry and stuff like that. So, like, how is it, like, from someone who knows about the scene, about the industry a little bit more than just, like, the casual listener? How is it to, like, go to those, like, types of festivals and stuff like that?
Oh, it's incredible. I know, like, a lot of the artists. So my uncle, he started pursuing real estate because he was good at it. Made a ton of money. Forbes 25 under 25, something like that.
Wow.
And then he bought his third car before he was like 23, and he's like, "What the hell do I do now? Just buy a fourth car?" And he just wasn't happy, and he always like had like this urge to pursue music. He loved that. So, it kind of happened randomly. He found this. So this girl Nadia Ali, she's like this singer. At the time, she didn't have a manager, so she was like struggling to carry her guitar through the airport. He goes, he helps her out. Talks to her, finds out like her story. He's like, "Yo, let me manage you." Starts right there. That's the first one. Then he started managing some country artists in Nashville, kind of just to elevate him to a higher platform. And now he's got Nightmare, Slander, Joyride, Dioro, Abstract. He's prodigy artist. He's killing it right now in terms of like the EDM music industry. So being able to like go pregame with the guys that are performing on stage and then take shuttles with them and then just see like the scene from behind the scenes as well as like up in front, it's incredible.
Yeah. No, I bet that is cool. You like shots and you all cheers
absolutely,
together. Yeah. Who's your favorite artist you met like behind the scenes?
Like whom I like personally favorite or like listening to their music?
No, like your personal favorite, like just personality. Like yo, like this guy's sick.
Probably Slander.
Yeah.
Slander. He's super humble guy. Just like, also Dioro.
Mm-hmm.
Like Dioro. I mean, Slander's like a super humble guy, but Dioro's like the same way. He's like a family man. Just he like loves making music. Like I went out to Miami to stay with my uncle, so like we went to the studio where like Dioro was just making music. And the kid just looks like a kid in a candy store. Like when he hears like a beat he likes, he just like starts freaking out. It's like the coolest thing. But like to see how passionate he is about it, you understand why he's so successful with it.
Yeah. It's not just like him just doing it for the money. It's
Absolutely
because he loves
not.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there was no dollar sign there, he'd probably still do it.
Yeah. I mean, that's how you know most of the successful people in their own craft and stuff like that is because they love it.
Mm-hmm.
Not because, I mean, obviously the paycheck helps, but
because I mean, you take two people and like one person is working a job and one person's pursuing a passion and they're doing the same thing. The guy that's pursuing the passion wants it more.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10 will get it.
Yeah. Well, it's that like same mentality. It's like, I want this more than you. It comes back full
Exactly.
Circle. Yeah. And have you like been to any other like festivals and stuff like that? And then
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've been to EDC a few times. Life is Beautiful. In terms of like festival, I still want to go to Coachella. That's the top of my bucket list. I was gonna before
everything
COVID. I was gonna see Travis and Frank, so that would have been incredible. But yeah, just a lot more concerts. But yeah, the big festivals.
Yeah, I have been to Coachella. It's really fun.
Who'd you see there?
Saw a lot of people. I saw Juice WRLD before he died. I saw Wiz Khalifa.
Mm-hmm.
I saw like like little small artists that I follow, little indie guy. Two of them, Boy Pablo, Mac DeMarco. I think Billie Eilish was there, but I didn't see her. Kanye was there. He did his Sunday service
Yeah.
there. I saw him. I saw Bad Bunny,
Okay.
and he brought out Daddy Yankee. That was really cool.
That's hard.
And then saw a
Bad
bunch of
Bunny's
people.
taken off.
He went from when I was like, I could tell you, like, you know, like sophomore, junior in high school, like hearing about him and stuff like that, especially my family. They really like reggaeton, that type of music. And to now where he's a pop star. You know,
He's the Drake of
yeah.
the Latin industry.
Yeah, he took off where, like, you know, Daddy Yankee started it.
Right.
I feel like, you know, he was like that first mainstream guy, and then he just took off with it. Oh yeah, that concert was crazy though.
He went around with it.
Oh yeah, he ran away with it.
Yeah.
And he's still doing. Now he's even, you know, has that song with Playboy or Cardi B, and then he has another one I think he has with someone.
He's got one with Drake.
Yeah, that's Drake. I mean, you got a song with Drake. You're doing something well.
I mean, Drake, like, you heard the song with Smiley?
No.
Dude, Drake had a song with Smiley. Smiley's verse was the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, I know the song you're talking about. Yep.
Gucci and Bryant.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
It's a meme.
horrible.
Yeah.
But Drake
Yeah.
put him on the map
Snap, yeah.
because of his name. I don't know why Drake took that. Drake probably made a bet. He's like, yo, if this gets 100 million views,
Yeah.
just know it was me.
Yeah.
$100,000.
Dude, that verse became like a meme. I mean, for me, I don't know. My roommate always be saying that. Yeah.
That's
But,
funny.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Bad Bunny really took it off, and I remember to now. I mean, shit. I mean, I know back when I go down and see my family in LA, that's all they're playing. Every other song,
Right.
You know, is a Bad Bunny song.
Yeah, Drake's living the life right now, too. You seen his place out in
He's
Canada?
been living the life.
Bro, like his place, he has a full NBA-sized court.
Doesn't he have people who practice there sometimes?
Yeah, like imagine being able to like pick up the phone and be like, yo, LeBron, KD, Chris Paul, let's play basketball. That's
It's just different.
right. It's built different.
Doesn't Kanye have something like that too?
I don't really know what Kanye's deal is. He's been like, I don't think Kanye knows what's going on with Kanye right now.
I remember. I think he just posted something on Instagram. He's like trying to take Kim back, and you know all the.
I mean, yeah,
BS that
Pete
comes-
Davidson's got his hands there right now.
That's tough.
That's hilarious.
I think I saw someone was tweeting. And they were like, "Yeah, he's definitely doing this as a joke."
You know,
You just-
some people are saying they're doing it to like take the light off Travis.
Oh man, that was a tragedy.
I know.
Dude, did you hear? You kind of dive into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
That shit's crazy because
Yeah.
I've heard some conspiracy theories and like they sound so stupid at first, but like you hear everything they say about it, like whoa,
Yeah.
this kind of makes sense.
are you on the more conspiracy side of it, or are you just more of like, dude, there was no security, you just fucking got crazy?
I mean, yeah, it's tough because like what was the band that he was wearing like a shirt of? You know what I'm talking about?
I heard about what you're saying. Yeah.
And then there was like the identical amount of deaths that he was like wearing the shirt from that concert the day
Yeah.
before it happened or something like that. So like some of that stuff is like very either coincidental or planned. But like at the end of the day, I heard like half the security team quit before the night ended.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna bring out like Travis, have like one set of gates to block everything. Then you're gonna bring out Drake after. You don't think if word got out that Drake was in Houston that everyone was gonna start like rushing it? So that's two. And then like everyone's blaming Travis as if he can see like every single person that's hurt in a crowd of like 50,000.
Yeah.
And then there's like videos of police officers like taking videos of the concert while like all this shit's going on.
Yeah. I know was it Little Pump that was before him, and he kind of was trying to like handle it, but that's the guy before Travis. You know, people not even showed up yet.
Yeah.
But I saw videos of they call it like wave crashing, where there's so many people that, you know, it turns into a wave kind of,
Mm-hmm.
but there's so many people there that ends up crushing people. That's how some people, you know, went down, because you got crushed by so many people there.
I've also heard this thing about like he played like this frequency for like hours before like the concert started.
What?
And apparently like they call it online like the devil's frequency. Like it's supposed to like make people do crazy shit. I don't understand how that works, but like apparently it was just on for hours and hours before the concert started.
Really? That's crazy.
So I mean, I don't know. Travis is known for like he's trying to build that name, like the greatest live performer on the planet. That's what he's striving for. And then like at some point it gets too extreme, but you can't really draw that line when you're trying to go for. I don't know, man. That's it's tough.
He is insightful. Like or not insightful, but he entices the crowd, to get crazy and wild and stuff like that. And when you kind of build yourself around that rowdiness and stuff like that, I mean.
But he's also got like some satanic shit in his music videos. Same with The Weeknd.
Yeah.
You heard the shit about The Weeknd?
I've heard about The Weeknd, Lil Uzi, all them.
Did you see that the music video? I think it was for Starboy.
Yeah, that's the one I've heard about. Yeah, there's some weird stuff in there.
Yeah, he got like a crucifix, and then like after selling his soul, supposedly, he got like a crucifix on his chest, and he's holding one in his hands, and he goes and smashes all the awards he won when he signed this quote unquote deal with the devil.
Yeah, that everything. Yeah, it's that whole conspiracy for like the music industry too. Like was it Club 21 or Club 27? Club 27, where you end up dying before you're the 27th, and there's all those Nirvana, Jimi Hendrix.
Right.
You have all those young people. X died young, and have you heard about that conspiracy? I know you're a Drake fan.
About the X?
Yeah, like Drake killed X.
What do you mean?
Well, I guess there's a lyric in his song where he's like, "Never shoot below the neck" or something like that. Always shoot below the neck, and like that song came out like a few days after X died, and people were just, it's just a wild conspiracy.
Did they have like beef or something?
I have no idea. I couldn't tell you.
Because if you're Drake, man, like
who you have beef with, really?
There's no reason to stoop down to anyone's level. Like he's got beef with Kanye, but like they're the top of the top. I don't understand the Pusha T beef because most people didn't even know who Pusha T was before. He had a few songs.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that. And then he got exposed for having a kid. And I got a theory. I think Drake has a lot of children. You seen the album cover for CLB?
Oh, like Certified Lover Boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all the different baby mamas.
It's just 12 different baby mamas.
You think he's got tabs on them?
Well, I'm asking you, like, why would he do that?
Yeah, I mean, I think because everyone was like, why is this his cover? Everyone was kind of confused on it. Everyone was like, what? And he spent a lot of money on it too, right? Like, I heard that the artist that made it, he's not a cheap artist. That he made it for him because he's the one that came up with that type of emoji or something.
Bro, I got emoji. I could
just different.
I mean, you could change the colors. It's not, but like, I don't know. Why else would you put that as your album cover?
I mean, it makes sense.
And think about it like this: like Adonis came out with the Pusha T verse or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he ever would have told us about Adonis?
Yeah, no.
So why would he tell us about the rest?
Yeah, he took a long time to talk about that too.
For real.
Yeah. And then everyone had their own deal. Like, when's he gonna put his? I mean, you should never put your kids out in the limelight like that. I mean, you could see with other celebrities, it's more like keep them out of that so they're protected. It's not like because people are crazy. They'll do some crazy shit.
That's true.
Yeah. Who knows? Yeah, he probably does. I mean,
just made him sign a contract. Don't say nothing.
Shh, be quiet. Don't say nothing, bro. Yeah. No, but the music industry is crazy. But like, yeah, I know that whole Travis stuff, tragedy, and I couldn't imagine. Like, I've been in some concerts where it's tight, compact. You can't really move that much. You could barely like fit your hands up.
Right.
But I couldn't. I don't know. I watched this one documentary, and it came to me because of someone was like, if you guys want more relatability to what happened to Travis, watch this movie. It's called Woodstock 99. It's about the incidents that happened in Woodstock 99, where basically it was just chaotic fucking nonsense.
Yeah.
Same thing that happened. Security guards quit. Everyone was for themselves. Their plumbing went out, like all the stuff. Like you can see there these mud pits. They weren't really mud pits. They were freaking. It was just shit water. People were all over it. On the third and final night, they burned it to the ground.
Jesus.
It's a great documentary if anyone has time to watch it. Woodstock 99. But it reminded me of that type of like atmosphere almost. Because it's like I couldn't. And then have you heard about the stuff where like that one security guard may have got injected with some like drug or something? He passed out and like he was trying to detain some. Yeah, there was stuff. I've heard there's some stories of people going around ejecting people with stuff.
See, I've heard about that at concerts, but or festivals and stuff like that. But that's like normal nowadays. That's so scary.
Yeah, and I've talked about this before, but like I feel like the security like because I went to Lib,
Mm-hmm.
and I just felt like the security was very lack. It was like,
Yeah.
like I brought in like some like sodas and stuff like that, and a few beers, and it's like it's aluminum, it should pop up, and they was like, all right, keep going,
Right.
and then like we had a few people who brought like bottles in and stuff like that, and it's like, what else could you brought in?
Yeah.
Like who knows what any person brought in?
And that's the scary thing. Like with the
Yeah.
MGM shooting,
Yeah,
that was supposed to be at Life is Beautiful. I was there.
yeah,
Like, it could have been that easy.
yeah. No, that's crazy too. I mean, who knows what this world's going to? Sometimes it's just wild, man. You don't know.
It really is.
Yeah,
It's unpredictable.
that's why you got to take it each day and love it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got to appreciate what you're doing, for sure. But yeah, I mean, like, so I've heard your brother is kind of trying to pursue a full music career and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, how's that going for him and stuff like that?
It's good. It's what he loves to do. He's still doing school, but dumping in hours into pursuing his passion,
Yeah. Do you know what type of genre it is in
like house music.
house music? Does he
Yeah.
already have some music out?
He does. Not out, but like made.
Made? Yeah.
He just wants to kind of build a little following before he starts
Oh, yeah.
posting anything.
Of course, right?
Right.
Yeah, you got to get the image out first, and then
Of course.
yeah. But yeah, no, that's exciting because that's big, you know.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited for him. He's
Yeah.
got like a great foot in the door with my uncle, so
Oh yeah,
I want to see him fly. But yeah.
yeah, especially with the connections and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I mean, that's great. Yeah, and then stuff like that. Are you gonna dabble into the music career? Or?
I like mixing. Like
Yeah.
at parties, the DJ's got to hop off. He'll tap me on the shoulder. I'll come in 20 minutes. Like I enjoy it. I don't enjoy like making music like that, just because I'm not like skilled enough
Mhm.
understanding like the softwares like Ableton and all that. That's not like where my skill set is. But I have fun mixing. So yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you look at Shaq. Shaq's not really making any music. He just mixes songs together. That's the extent I'll take it.
Yeah, you were there when he came out, right?
I was, yeah.
Yeah.
At EDC. It was just overrated in my opinion because it wasn't really any of his own music.
Yeah.
Then B, it was just so packed just because it was Shaq.
Yeah.
So it's like I can't even breathe right now. Like I'd rather go to good music, have like 2 feet to myself.
For sure. Yeah. Like what was it? Like that's when do you think Shaq is living on like he's on side missions right now? Like he's completed
yeah.
the story mode. He's just
Yeah. Shaq's just having fun with it.
yeah.
He doesn't fit in that damn Kia. He's still squeezing in it though. He doesn't give a shit about Army General. Like he's got all these ads. He's getting paid. He's happy.
The general, man, those ones kill me because you could tell it's so like it's
Absolutely.
screened and everything. But I've seen one too. He's icy hot,
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just a big name. Why not get him for your company?
yeah. I've seen people on like Twitter and stuff like, dude, this man must have a huge gambling addiction because he's on someone's shit and stuff like that.
I'm sure. I mean, I don't know about.
He's just trying to get his money. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a joke.
Right.
But that man, he's different. That's another type of A-list celebrity right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking basketball. It's Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Shaq, and Kobe. Who else can you really put in that category in terms of name recognition?
I mean, honestly, yeah. Who else could you really? I mean, yeah, you could probably put Steph in there now.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
yeah.
definitely putting his foot in the door for that.
A little bit of Kawhi, recent years, but now,
Man, Steph is different though.
Yeah, Steph is.
Like I've seen his workouts. His workouts this summer, like when he was shooting threes, the three didn't count if it hit the rim. It
It had to
counted
be
as a
swish.
miss. It had to be a damn swish. And he had like I don't know what the dude was next to him, but he was like recording all of it and just making sure his shot arc is perfect and just he's perfected the 3-point shot. Like,
Yeah.
what the hell's next for the NBA? I'm like a firm believer. Like every year, the basketball is a sport. Like it gets better than it was the year before. I mean, you look at the high schoolers and what they're doing right now.
Oh, yeah.
They would run with the dudes from the 50s and 60s in
Yeah.
the NBA.
Yeah.
At like 15 years old. Like that one big kid that plays with Bronny, he's what, like 15, 16, and he's like 6'9", 300.
It's a little Shaq.
That's Lil Zach. I mean, he was bigger than LeBron in a picture next to LeBron. Like, that's a high schooler.
Yeah, it's almost like, too, like, the way the sport has changed, you can just look from it like 10 years ago. You know, it was all about the dunk almost. Now you see it. It's about like, yeah, let's see how far away you can shoot, get that three. You know,
Because
kind of
like
that
you get the
transition.
dunk, that's great for the highlights. But like if you get a dunk and I get a three, and we do that all game,
Yeah.
I'm gonna blow you out the water.
Yeah, and that's what it's turned into. You know,
For real.
you look at even Giannis. You know, he's got it kind of both ways. He's a big man.
Mm-hmm.
He can shoot from the three a little bit, and it's like if you see the people who can do that, like Kawhi a little bit. I mean, if you perfect both of those, you're unstoppable.
Yeah.
And LeBron too. I mean, yeah, whatever. He may have a little bricks there, but he can shoot the three.
You take the best players from the '90s and the best players from today, and like line up the guys with similar skill sets. All the dudes from today are winning.
Yeah.
KD and Larry Bird are like a very similar comparison. Larry Bird might be better all time, but come on, play him 1-on-1.
Yeah.
KD's running that shit.
It's almost like it's like who would win, MJ or LeBron in 1-on-1?
Oh, I can go for hours on that.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't.
If because everyone has their own firm belief on it, you know, and as it should. Everyone should have, you know, it's a hypothetical.
1-on-1, Miami LeBron's running that shit.
What era of LeBron do you think is better? Because he's had a few.
2018 Cleveland.
2018 Cleveland when he came back from the 3-0.
Oh yeah, 3-1.
Yeah, the 3-1.
Right. But like that whole, I mean, that was 16, but like 17, I mean, he was going at the 73 win team plus KD. Then the year after he does that again without Kyrie on his team, he's averaging like 35, 13, 9. Crazy shit, like out of this world. So that's my goat.
Yeah.
If y'all have a debate about that, we can talk.
Hit his lineup.
Let me know.
No, but yeah. Even like there's sports in general, man. You can look at the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the craziness, you know, like.
And that's like another thing. It's just always evolving. You heard about the 4-minute mile?
Oh yeah, it's
Like a few decades ago, there was no one on Earth that could run a mile
Now
in 4 minutes, and then one person did it, and everyone's like, "Whoa, it's possible!" And now high schoolers do that shit to qualify.
yeah to qualify.
Right.
It's not you're not even winning maybe. Yeah,
For real.
no, it's you can even look baseball. That's like a sport that you know, for most of it is not that athletic, but now you look at you got people like huge people who can play football, maybe 6'4", 240 pounds.
I'm not a huge baseball fan, but like when people try and bring up like Babe Ruth, from what I hear, he was swinging when the ball was being thrown 78, 80 miles an hour.
Yeah,
Who's doing that in the league now?
yeah, unless it's the changeup,
Right.
and it's on purpose.
Right.
Yeah, no baseball too. I mean, you can go down the line on all the sports. Honestly, I mean football. I mean college football. I mean you can look at college athletes. It probably should. If you looked at it, if you put them in the 80s, probably could be first round picks who don't
Right.
even get drafted. Maybe you know. Yeah. Sports is crazy. That's like I feel like that's everything though. You can even look at cars that way.
Hmm?
Really.
We evolve as humans. Everything evolves with us.
Yeah. Yeah. No, definitely. And like, yeah. Now look at us. Now we don't even have to have like a generator. We can use solar panels.
I mean, yeah, we hear this shit like our parents say like it's a joke. I had to go to the library
Yeah.
and get the encyclopedia. It sounds stupid, but like everything that they had to go to the library for is like accessible to us in 10 seconds.
Less than.
Less than.
I mean, you just Google it in. You
For
can
real.
have like 30 different things on it.
As long as it takes you to type it, that's how fast it takes you to get it.
Yeah. You don't even have to spell it right.
For real. I'll spell it for you.
Spell it for you.
Doing everything for us.
Oh,
We used to
yeah.
have to drive. Now we don't. You could just press a button and cruise. Tesla.
That's crazy. That's wild what he's doing.
That's where we're at.
Do you think we're gonna live on Mars?
No, I don't think we have to.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be hundreds of years in the future because I think we're fine here now. I think it's possible that there's planets that like super mega billionaires start buying real estate on. So I got a house on the moon, just to
Yeah.
flex.
It's,
Like,
yeah, it starts becoming like who's got the bigger dick almost.
right. But I
Yeah.
think one thing that will be like more common in the future is like flights and just traveling to the moon. Because I mean, right now you got $1 million, you can go to the moon if you want.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos.
I think in the future it's gonna be like eventually 100,000, and then one day, once everyone can have it, it'll be a $50,000 up to the moon.
Yeah. That's crazy. I would love to go to space.
Oh yeah,
Without being just Give me like 10 courses. I don't.
For real, just start floating.
Yeah. Like how they do a skydiving. Don't even. Yeah, it would turn into like a skydiving thing where it's like, all right, I got you. I'll take care of you.
Honestly,
Go up to space.
There's gonna be a coordinate. It's gonna be like flight attendants and shit.
Yeah.
It's not even gonna
Oh
be.
my God.
It's gonna be leisurely.
You're all eating like ice cream from astronauts, and you know how the ice cream you can get from space or whatever.
The dehydrated ice cream.
Yeah, it's all dehydrated.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Yeah. You traveled a lot though too.
I have, yeah.
What's your favorite place you traveled to?
There's a lot of places that like offer different things. Like Europe is amazing for like the historical sense, but I have to like my favorite place I've been to, Dubai.
Dubai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went there because I have family there. My cousins live out there, so I had like people to stay with. And my cousins are like my age. They're both one she's 21, one she's like 26. So it's like go hang out with them, go around the town, and just the hospitality in Dubai is like unmatched.
Yeah.
When like we go out with friends, like I offered to pay, and it was like almost disrespectful to them that I was in their country offering to pay. Like I didn't get to pay for a damn thing when I was with them.
Because you're the guest,
right?
Yeah.
It's like it's a hospitality thing. It's just like, no, you're related to my friends, like your family of someone close to me. We're gonna take care of you. Like everything was just on them, and just amazing. The technology was up there, the supercars, the shit you wouldn't see anywhere else.
Yeah, I know. And what's nice too is you know people there, and it's like you kind of don't have to do the touristy parts of it. You can just straight dive into it, and you got people there for you.
Right.
And then I love that because like that's the best way to like really experience a place is when you can stay away from the touristy parts of it and really go into like the culture of it and like how it is and how it really is different from the United States.
I'm not trying to eat the food that the tourists are eating. I want to eat what
they're eating.
Live here.
Yeah.
Eating.
I want that street food.
For real.
Yeah. That's how I love embracing and like knowing about a different culture is the food. It's easy. That's the easiest way to do it.
They speak so much about the culture and just thousands of years of what they've been through and everything. Like, it's actually,
No, I bet it's crazy. Dubai, man. That would be a place to go. Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Highly recommend.
Highly recommend. Definitely up there. Gotta put that on my bucket list then.
Definitely.
All right, Brandon. We're about to wrap it up.
All right.
It was a great talk, you know.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I appreciate this, Junior.
No, of course. No, thank you for coming on. We finally get to put this on.
Glad I had a blast.
Yeah, thank you. So, yeah. That's pretty much it from the evening sesh. My boy Brandon and myself, Junior. But we're going to post this on Spotify as soon as possible, and we'll get it up there for you people to listen. Because I know it's been like 2 weeks, maybe almost 3, that I haven't posted some holidays and everything. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Happy holidays coming up, too. New Year's, Christmas, all that stuff. Happy Hanukkah. I know that's going on right now. All right, then. Peace.